Come, let us prepare, make some good profits today. Market made very, very beautiful moves today. Let's talk about that in today's video. Bigger moves are coming. You have to know where they are coming from. I will talk to you about them in today's video. You have to watch out for this. Watch out for the 5-day moving average together with the 20-day moving average, because this will determine very important indicators later. Let's talk about that. But before that, intraday analysis. Now at 10:45, 10:54, very importantly, this was very crucial because we identified the blue algorithm there. Now, once you're able to identify the blue algorithm, it gets very easy. Now, seeing the magenta building liquidity here, you see that beautiful right shoulder, isn't it? But you waited for the cup to close at that 20-day moving average, which is indicated by that squiggly line, and you see that secondary right shoulder that's building. Absolutely beautiful. And just take a look. It is exactly as it is, especially if you identify the very important blue algorithm right there and the 20-day moving average, obviously. So beautiful trades here. Now I got two very beautiful 100% trade, one over here, that's a 100% trade right there, and one more here on the break of the secondary blue, also another 100% trade right there. Now it's absolutely beautiful. You just have to learn to identify the algorithms and trade as structure demands. Now near to the end, you see the lack of selling continuation. We stopped selling and nearing to the end here, especially near to power hour, and this is where you see that the cups will start closing. Now I talked about that here as well at 12:56, but I mentioned that we ran out of runway here. So this yellow algorithm here, this is very important for tomorrow. I want to talk a little bit about that. Now be very careful about final 30-minute movements, because there is beautiful liquidity right here. This will be very crucial. Pay close attention to the 640.84 level as we talk about the second half of the video. Now you see me do this every single day, so you're not missing out. Always remember that. And there's always profits to be found in the charts every single day. Even for small moves, you can get very beautiful profits, as you've seen every single day as we are doing this. So stay focused. Let's wrap up the week strong Thursday and Friday. It's about learning this skill, this lifetime skill, so you can do this for the rest of your life by learning to find 5-figure profit trades. And I've shown you it's very possible to do it, but it's a long-term skill you need to learn. So don't rush this. And most importantly, please do not join if you're looking for signals. Signals will ruin you. You need to learn this skill for a lifetime, so you can do this every single day for the rest of your life. And we're talking about $10,000 a day, not a month, mind you, every single day. This skill is worth every ounce of your energy and determination to learn and master. It's not going to be easy, why should it? But it is possible. Stay focused. Run this race strong. It will be life-changing, not just financially, but you will see how trading will make you a better person. Stay focused. We got this. Now, where do we go from here? Now, it's very important you watch yesterday's video. I talked a little bit briefly about the macro structure here, including this very important magenta and where that magenta and green, which we are testing that now here together with the 5-day moving average. You see that happening. So tomorrow, very importantly, you wait for some structure here to start forming some microstructure. But remember, I talked about this large candle here near the final 30 minutes. You just have to be very cautious about that. Now, if we do break out early in the morning, right there off the green and the magenta, then wait for retracement. If you see it bouncing back up like that, for example, or you wait for cups to close, because cups have to always close, building more liquidity here, and you have to see the structure that's building. By then you will see your 5-day moving average already turning to some sort of support. You will get a clearer structure here and see the buying is in the green. So you want to see green buying, although now we are in that beautiful orange, so you have to pay close attention to that too. Orange is fine, but you don't get very clear entries if it's orange right there. Only suitable if you have runners, but just pay close attention to that. Now, This is where I want you to pay close attention to, isn't it? So you want to pay close attention to that, because right now you see that the blue may be still building liquidity here. Remember I mentioned that the dump always happens with the blue. You see that here, the blue algorithm here, the blue algorithm there, and right now you have to pay close attention if the blue is continuing to build the liquidity right at that level. And if it does, you have to be on the lookout, because if we are still in control by the blue, especially with the rejection from the 5-day moving average, this is absolutely beautiful liquidity here. Just take a look. Absolutely beautiful liquidity, rejecting the 20-day moving average again, and thereafter retesting the other two blue algorithm that has already built liquidity, waiting for a structure to head down here. You will see magenta will be in control here, but you want it to continue down in green. That will be more ideal. Now remember, for the bears, they want to be waiting for more liquidity to build at the 5-day moving average before it starts crossing down the 20-day. So you can take your time. There is no rush. Plenty of opportunities ahead. I talked about larger cup closes as well, especially the liquidity here in the daily chart. I spoke about it in yesterday's video, so please do watch that. Have a little understanding what's going on. Now, thank you very much for watching. Quite straightforward. You just have to pay close attention to this, because just take a look. We are firmly in the middle of the wedge where the moving averages are. There will be big moves, but you have to be patient. And even if there's no big moves, what's the problem with that? I've shown you can find massive profits in the charts, even if the chart moves slightly so little. So thank you very much for watching. See you closer to opening bell.